everyone, this is my reaction to the 5th episode of the 3rd season of Non Non Biyori Non-Stop. So, last episode was actually pretty Renge focused, and people did leave comments about how that's apparently a usual thing for episode 4s, which I didn't know. That's cool to know. Also, yeah, Renge, what did she do specifically? She made a new friend. I think she was like a daughter of a policeman or something, so, you know, the other scene that we got out of Renge makes a lot of sense, the handcuff scene, you know? I guess you could say that kind of foreshadowed the police officer daughter stuff, but yeah, she used those on the candy shop woman, so that was a fun day. I think that was fun for everyone involved, at least in my opinion. So this episode, not sure what we're gonna get. Let's just dive on in and see. 3, 2, 1, play. Who's calling? What do I do? Oh, okay. Nice. Are we gonna play today? Magic hand. Can I see that? I sure hope so. Oh. Well, maybe she could come over and play? Here? You just gotta destroy my hopes and dreams, don't you, Hotaru? I guess I'll take that. Yeah, what are you doing for yours? Oh! Walking robot assembly kit, okay. That actually looks really fun to make something like that. And if she can do it, I should be able to do it. Just riding that cat? Question mark. Sweating a little bit there. So yeah, we'll see what comes of that. Because, yeah, she might be having some ideas there. Some fun ideas. But we'll see. Wonder what those two birds are chatting about. Perhaps about the weather? Maybe they're just discussing what these crazy kids are up to in any given day. I made something incredible. Monosugoi I don't have time to read them both at the same time. Not when it's that long. But anyway, what are we doing? What exactly are you wearing? Is that a robot outfit? Okay. So does it say the stuff? Wow, this is an amazing invention. Dog, do not attack it. We finally brought the plushie to life. Yeah, please do not attack my brand new high-tech plushie. She's gonna run into the wall, unless it has proximity sensor to turn. Which it looks like it does. It's truly the most high-tech Komari plushie I've ever seen. Infrared sensor, gotcha. That'd work too. I'm not big on robotics, I don't know what's what. I use words. So, what's that person gonna think of our new invention? Oh no, it's gonna go outside. Why didn't we shut the door? Well, are you gonna help? Gonna give it a push? What are you thinking, doggy? Yep, he helped. That's unfortunate. At least it didn't do much damage from the fall, but there's a lot of things that could attack it in the wilderness. You know, considering you live in the country. At least it probably won't be run over by a car, but that's the only good thing. Our high-tech invention is just running away. It's very, very slowly. I don't know if you can even call that running away. Where is that thing gonna end up? That's what I'm really curious about. Okay, so it was nobody important. It was just an excuse to get us out of the room. You had one job, dog. You keep an eye on the plushie. Well, I mean, where else could it have went? Yeah. You take your eyes off your robot for 1 second and boom, it's gone. Out in the wilderness to fend for itself in a cold, unforgiving world. This is just such a weird development. But somebody's gonna find this thing. Hopefully Komari finds it and is very confused. Hopefully it doesn't fall in the river. I didn't even think about that. That could be pretty bad. It's almost like a pet searching for their owner, their lost owner in the wilderness. Like the one movie, what's it called? The Homeward Bound or whatever? That movie came to mind for whatever reason. Oh god, oh no, no, it's going right for it. Oh, no. Well, maybe it's waterproof? Oh my god. It's not eagle-proof. How tough is this robot? Is it gonna still move? This is an epic episode. I don't know, this is just amazing. I want to know how far this robot's gonna get. It's such an unfortunate nickname. Well, she's not a baby, so it's not a fitting nickname. But... don't mind. That's awkward. It happens to the best of us, don't worry. Yeah, I was about to say, give her head pats, please. Yeah, I'm sure she will. Well, we don't have to tell her that part, just tell her you came to play. But yeah, I definitely understand her feelings here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, what's step 2? Ah, okay. The interesting game we got here. How do you not know what that is? We need something to draw with, though. So are we gonna check up on our robot? No, not yet. Because that's what's on my mind for, like, forever. See what you got. That's not quite how it works, Renge. Oh, wow. I don't know, that's pretty fun. Well, I don't think that's what she meant exactly. I think she was playing a hardcore version of hopscotch. Yeah, this is a bit closer to how I know of the game. Under the hot sun. So did you have fun, Akachan? Speaking of water. Oh no, somebody found us. Don't tell her about the thing. We are playing hopscotch. We're having lots of fun. We're playing outside right now, we're good. That sounds like fun. Well, I think somebody's already playing hide and go seek over there. Okay. Well, that might not be the best spot. Okay, well. Yeah, good thing. What? I feel like there's an anime by that name, Kimono Michi. Yeah, we probably shouldn't bother the animal over there. Oh no, more people are showing up. Yeah, do you want to Kakurembo with us? Man, she is just in such a bad spot. No, it's over there somewhere. Don't get too close to the animal, it might bite. Renge's like not even sure what to do right now. She is now being hunted. I have a feeling you're gonna fail. And, did we already find her? We found her. Yeah, this is much less embarrassing than just admitting you were over there. I like how that came back. I am just, you know, dying inside. That's what I'm out here for. I know, right? Never a dull moment here. I'm still wondering where the coma plushie went. That might be it. It's probably it. It could be. I think she was riding a cat. Yep, that's our friendly neighborhood robot. Please say hello. You know, you should say something back. It's pretty rude to ignore her greeting. Did she come back? At least one person saw it. But she's probably not going to tell anyone about it. Getting deja vu. She just lights up when she knows it's her. Okay, this is much better than the last one. Are you okay? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it'd be cool. Let's do it. Yeah, it's... that's a little bit unfortunate. I guess that's something. Why, because she looks like the plushie you saw? Are we gonna talk about that? Do you? Do you really, though? Because you're either thinking about the plushie or thinking about something else. Yep, that's what we're talking about. Her smile's about to disappear. At least on the inside. Yeah, Hotaru probably wants to know a bit more about this. Was that extremely adorable? Yep, one person saw it. Yep. Mecha Coma plushie. That would be pretty freaky to hear about. It is time to panic. I have no opinion on this subject. Let's play games now. Like, yeah, literally anything else. She always has the best facial expressions in this show. That's a fair point. I mean, if that particular ghost showed up, I mean... I don't think we were exactly on the same page there. Yeah, it was like a cat or something, I don't know. Maybe you should have taken a picture of it before you left. Tsuchinoko. It was not a Tsuchinoko. It's not a yoke. I did, wasn't. Yeah, Hotaru can't really join in on this conversation too much. She just wants to get out of it. My first attempt failed. Was it supposed to be a dog? I thought it was a cat, but I don't know. There was literally nothing else it could be, Hotaru. This is just wishful thinking. Yep, that. Any doubt that it was her, that is now gone. Man, this is just... Yeah, that was it. I think it was entirely necessary. We're getting close. Yeah, like a million plushes of her. I don't know what you're talking about. You gotta figure it out, Koma. I'm so impressed. Really? Okay then. Okay then. After all that thinking, that's the solution we came to. The answer we came to. Right. What, the episode's not over already? Don't be silly. You can't just end the episode. I'm not gonna watch that last scene all day. With the three of them together. Just that descent into madness that Hotaru was experiencing. As always, just wonderful voice acting. I was still thinking about that scene. That was a lot of fun. Like, that scene started with like a big old smile on Hotaru's face, and it did not end with that. We just got to watch the evolution of her face. Like the roller coaster of emotions she was going through. You know, the different phases of grief or acceptance or whatever. Preview is just Renge singing. We all went camping together. Okay. And we already had you do camp this season, but, you know, why not have some more? And then just, yeah, the credits. Okay, that was the 5th episode of Non Non Biyori Non-Stop. And this was quite the episode. You know, the first thing we got was the Konomi stuff, right? Well, technically the first thing we got was Hotaru, actually. Yeah, Hotaru, she had a call from Komari, right, talking about various stuff, and also the, you know, what's it called, free research project, something like that. So yeah, she's apparently messing around with robotics, which is pretty cool. You know, and then she looks over at her Komari plush and decided, hey, you know what? I think I can make a robot out of this. And she did, you know, combine her love of plushies and a robotics project into Mecha Koma-chan, right? Mecha Koma-chan plushie, I think is the full name of it. So, yeah, she was pretty proud of this. We saw the eyes, like, glinting, you know, sparkling, like, yay, I made a cool project. The dog was less happy about this. He's like, oh no, another pet is in the home. It's like moving and stuff. Maybe it's a threat. But luckily he didn't actually attack it. But he did the next best thing, you know, assisting it as it escaped the home, you know. It's actually fairly advanced, you know, like an infrared sensor to know when it's going to bump into a wall, you know. So, pretty useful stuff, especially, you know, when it's trying to run away. So, yeah, when Hotaru went to go check the door for something that's, well, I mean, it was important for them, but it wasn't like a named character or anything. That's what I mean when I say it's not important. But, yeah, when she came back, gone, just a dog was there, and he's like, well, I took care of the competition, and I didn't even have to break any rules, really. I just nudged the door open a little bit, which I was not told not to do. So, you know, I didn't do anything wrong, and the enemy's gone. So, yeah, their house is back to normal. Isn't that great, Hotaru? I think that's exactly what I was thinking, by the way. It was actually a pretty fairly big drop, so if that thing was more fragile, that would have been the end of its journey, which would have been pretty funny. But no, we just see it escape, like, so slowly. That's actually what part of what made it so funny was just how slow it was moving, you know, because usually when you're running away from home, you got to be fairly quickly, otherwise the person will catch you pretty quickly. But no, it was just going really slowly and just gone. So we just get to watch this little robot just doing its best to trek across the countryside, doing its best to not die horribly. I'm just impressed it was able to fall into the river and still keep going. That was probably the most impressive thing, because electronics are generally not waterproof. I mean, you can make them waterproof with enough effort, but, you know, some homemade amateur robot thing, you usually wouldn't think that would be waterproof, but it still walked it just fine afterwards. It made its way home after falling in the river, being picked up by an eagle, dropped by the eagle. I hope that was an eagle. It was a bird. I'll just say bird, so I'm not technically wrong. The bird dropped it on the ground, and it just kept going. Like, seriously, Hotaru, how much love and care did you put into making that robot? And can you make me one? Okay, so the next scene, we have our Akachan, you know, Akane. So, you know, her interactions with Renge are always pretty fun, right? She was standing over here, checking her phone, looking very, like, anxious, nervous, like almost like a little bit panicky. That's how she came across to me. And then Renge walks up to her and wondering exactly what's going on, because she's like, I think right outside Konami's house. She's just like, okay, are you gonna go inside? Are you gonna play? Like, what are you doing just sitting out here? Like, what's the deal? And she tells her she had a bit of a mistake of the date, which happens, you know, it happens sometimes, but it's also pretty embarrassing when it does happen. So yeah, we tried our best to make sure she did not find out about that. So she and Renge ended up playing, which is pretty fun. Renge apparently wanted to play Slug Salt or whatever. I don't know exactly what you'd call that game, but she says she wants to play and then immediately lays on the ground on her belly. Wasn't quite sure where that was going. I mean, what I first thought was where this was going, where we're gonna play like play horsey, you know, when one person's like on all four and the other person sits on them, you know, like that sort of game, because we had the Koma-chan plush that was kind of in that position, you know, riding on a dog, I guess it was, right? So I kind of thought maybe that's what they were going to do here, but of course, if Akane tried to ride on Renge, she would kind of squish her, so it wouldn't work out too well, but yeah, that's not what she was doing, so it didn't really matter either way. In the end, we decided to play hopscotch instead, which Renge did not know how to play. Apparently, she did a wonderful handstand, though. I was actually pretty impressed by that. Like, I couldn't do that. At no point in my life could I do that. But no, that was not how the game was played. But impressive, though. Very impressive. And we were having a lot of fun with that until Konami showed up because, you know, we were trying to not meet up with her because I kind of did not want her to know about stuff that happened today. So she's like she's essentially playing hide and go seek before hide and seek was suggested, which I thought was pretty funny too. but she was doing her best to hide, which became increasingly difficult as more people showed up trying to hunt her down as, you know, an animal. So yeah, it was a rough day for her. That's the gist of it. You know, and eventually she was found just collapsed on the ground. So yeah, that could have gotten better. And she actually ran into the Mecha Coma plushie, which was great, because I was wondering where it would end up, because I knew somebody would see it in some contexts. I was kind of thinking it would be Koma-chan, though, because that would be pretty interesting, but this was pretty good, too. Like, her seeing it and then talking about it later in the same room as Hotaru and Koma-chan, that's a great idea for an idea for a scene. So, I mean, just the execution of the discovery was great. She just, like, slowly walks through the bushes, you know. She looks up at Akane and introduces herself and just kind of freaks her out. That was great. And she actually made her way home, I guess. So that's good. That was quite the adventure she went on there. And then the next scene, yeah, we had them all three together, and that was when we got to talk about the plushie. You know, because Hotaru's in this scene, she's pretty happy for the most part, you know, we're all having fun. And then Akane starts talking about the Mecha Coma plushie. And suddenly, this became a very different atmosphere for Hotaru. Because she kind of doesn't want to know that that was made, right? That's kind of something she would like to keep secret if at all possible, and yet we're here talking about it in front of the person she most doesn't want to find out about that, I would imagine. So yeah, just the sheer wealth of facial expressions we got from Hotaru in this scene were great. Like, we had swirly eyes, sweating, shadow over the forehead area, you know, like her voice at some point being like essentially a whisper, like I don't remember exactly which scene it was, but there was one scene in this moment in this where just, yeah, the voice acting was super on point with me really feeling the emotions that she's feeling there. I can't believe we actually thought it might be a Tsuchinoko. Just, no. It was not a Tsuchinoko, it was not a Yōkai or a giant salamander, it was a mecha plushie. But they didn't know that. Hotaru knew that, but Hotaru wasn't going to say that. So that was a really great scene. Just one of my favorite scenes of the whole season so far, probably. I would say. I would go as far as to say top 5. So yeah, Hotaru, you did pretty well there. You did your best there. So yeah, in the end she did fool them. So yeah, I guess you could call it was successful because Koma-chan is kind of silly. So yeah, she came up with her own idea of what happened, and you know, Hotaru wasn't gonna argue with that. So yeah, let's just go with that. So this was a really fun episode. I quite liked it. It really zoomed on by really quickly. But yeah, good episode for sure. I got a lot of focus for Akane, which I appreciate because she's a new character, so gotta give her more screen time for her to feel like as much of a character as everyone else does. So that was cool. Yeah, that's all I got to say on the episode. I quite liked it. Really good stuff. I look forward to more. So bye bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.